Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. We're live for 2 hours this evening as we continue our journey through Genshin Impact, seeing everything the game has to offer. Good evening, hope everyone's well. I hope your Christmas holiday, I don't know how you call it. I'm trying to not say it so it's just stuck to one kind of religion, but I don't know if there's a way of saying it. Hope your holiday period is going well. I think that's the best I can come up with, to be fair. But good evening, I hope everyone's doing well this week. This is our last live stream before Christmas, which is really weird to say. I still can't believe Christmas is around the corner already. It just doesn't seem like it's already here, which is weird. But I hope everyone is well. It's been really weird this week, not being able to stream half as much as we normally would. Well, more than half, to be fair. We've got this evening's live stream, and then that's it for this week. In fact, there is a Christmas Day message I plan on doing for Christmas Day, as we did last year. It's a bit of fun. And another way of saying thank you to you guys more than anything else. So that will be live Christmas Day. Oh no, it's not the last live stream, is it? We are live tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon. There's me getting completely messed up in my days. It's so weird. Have my boy home, other half finishing work and stuff. It's just weird knowing what day of the week we are. But no, we are live tomorrow morning. I put it on the community page earlier, and I put it in the Discord. We'll be live tomorrow for God of War Ragnarok. We'll continue that. I did originally think it'd be 3 to 4 hours, but actually, I've been told my other half won't be out for as long as I first expected it to be. So we may start earlier than 12. I'm thinking 11:30 if I can, depending when they leave and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll be live for 2-3 hours maybe tomorrow. We've got all Ragnarok, and that'll be our last live stream before the holidays. But yeah, other than that, hope everyone's well. Hope your week is going well. Let's load in. So Genshin Impact, we've not been on this for roughly a week, I think it is. I'm trying to think when the last live stream was. It was a little while ago, I know that much.
Well, the second round of the test of courage is about to begin.
There we go. So, we were last on Genshin Impact on the 16th.
Knows anything about what Hazel told us. Let's go ask
her. And this event we had started, but a lot of it was locked to us previously, and now a lot more of it should be open. I haven't actually been in the game since the last live stream. I've not had a chance to. I did manage to do the login rewards once with the login on the app. So there we go. That's that one. I didn't even know there was a web event. That's something I need to look at then. And birthday extravaganza. There we go. Right. The banners are still the same. We've got another 5 days on the banners now. I'm not sure. I've got to do the schedule earlier than I normally would for next week, just because of the timings and stuff. So the vote for game for New Year's Eve will be decided come Friday when I do the schedule for next week. I don't know if we're going to get another wish on this banner, to be fair. I don't think we will, the way it's looking. We need 1,100 Prima Gems. The chances are probably quite small, to be honest. So, we did start this last time. The Akitsu Kimodameshi was the event we did start. Leisurely pastime. We maximised all our points on this first run. And we did get the Men Mayhem and maximise rewards there as well. Haunted Tales hadn't began when we started. Popster, good evening, how are you? I'm not too bad, thank you, not too bad at all. Yeah, Haunted Tales hadn't began, so we couldn't do it previously, but we now can. So let's do that first of all. My thinking was, we do the event, because I hadn't forgotten the event was ongoing, honestly. We do the event, and then maybe do some TCG. We've not done much of it. This nice chilled out couple of hours, see how much we can get done, and go from there really. I'm in no rush. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. It's just a nice 2-hour stream. We've obviously got Ragnarok tomorrow, and we'll see what happens there. We did have an appointment with the surgeon who did the spider injections yesterday. No more spider injections. They haven't worked. There's no point doing them more. They are now telling the insurance we need the spinal implants, which could be implanted in your spine, and it sends electric shocks to your nerves to try and ease the pain and sensations. But it's a long, rigorous process to be accepted. So we've got to wait for the insurance to say yes or no first. But that's the next step in treatment or attempt of treatment is going to be the spinal implant, potentially. So yeah, dealing with that, trying to, stay positive, knowing that obviously there are risks and there are some massive downsides to having it. And
hey, you guys finally made it.
It's not guaranteed to work either, but we shall see. I'll probably talk more about that at the end of the month channel update, to be fair. So I can talk about it better, I think, that way. I'll know a bit more by then, hopefully, as well. Which is only actually next week. It's mad. Right.
I was searching for hours. Still didn't see any sign of those three, so I decided to come back. How about you? Find anything?
It's kinda hard to explain.
So, if you missed the first part of this event quest, we were running around in the forest, and he was trying to get us to scare others, and it actually turned out that 3 other people scared us, and then ran away. We don't know who they were, though. But we never managed to find those 3 either. Thanks for the like, much appreciated.
So you came up empty-handed too. Well, it doesn't matter.
I didn't check volume. I normally do, and I didn't. I'm hoping it's okay.
Huh? What plan?
Shinobu told me a saying after she got back from studying in
hopefully
Liyue.
the volume's okay.
It went something like, the something by day becomes,
yeah, I think
something by night?
I normally check it, and I didn't. When something like the something by day becomes something by night, the hunter by day becomes the hunted by night.
Yeah, that's what I said. Come on, keep up. Anyway, I was so focused on scaring people last round that those 3 dressed up as ghosts caught me completely off guard. But not this time. Oh no, I'll be hiding nearby and waiting for those 3 to emerge first, and then I'll nail them with a surprise attack.
So I wonder if we've got to do the same thing we did last time.
Keep playing it natural and join the contest. Got it? Okay, see you
later.
later.
The contest last time was fairly simple. Follow the signpost and then get the thing at the end of it, potentially.
He ran off again. Well,
what a surprise.
His plan does make some sense, at least. Let's go talk to the Shrine Maiden so we can join the second round.
Okay, second round of the contest. Haunted Tales, the Akitsu Kimodameshi Part 2. Whoever designed this character's legend, to be fair, I really like him as a character. I think he's brilliant. Yeah, I really like him. I think in some ways, he's meant to be annoying. But I'm the same. I really like him. Yeah, he's got that sense of humour that comes across really well. That's the thing.
Congratulations on winning the first round of the Test of Courage.
I didn't look how long this quest has left to finish. We need to try and get the majority done tonight if we can, because I don't think we're going to have much time to go back to it before it finishes.
Ooh. Hey, cut the nonsense! What we just saw was super terrifying!
Oh, really? Good to hear. Hearing the word super terrifying is exactly what all us event organizers would like to hear.
No, that's not what Paimon means. Something mysterious is also happening here, not just the event.
So what? You've heard the stories about the Test of Courage, haven't you?
No.
Everyone who participates in the event faces a variety of emotions. People are afraid of seeing their innermost fears appear before them, and yet they still seek the thrill of experiencing those fears.
That's not something I've ever thought about.
Isn't it natural for us to have things in the dark
go and do something that you're afraid of
silent
just to
forest to help fulfill that experience? Just like the grinning monster standing behind you right now.
What's that, Popster?
Waiting for you to turn around.
Let me know, and I'm more than happy to do it.
Really?
She's messing with you.
I knew a little trick like that wouldn't be enough to scare you off. So, congrats on passing this test. The second round
I'm
of the
guessing
Test
we need
of
a
Courage
partner
will
again,
begin
mainly because I
shortly.
can see someone standing ahead
Have you found
of
your
us.
partner yet?
Huh? But don't we already have a partner from the
No,
last
partners
round?
have changed, I bet, yeah.
Yes, your team's outstanding efforts certainly won you the last round. So it's understandable that you'd want to pair up with your previous partner. But unfortunately,
Yeah, different partner
you
each
must
round.
find a different
Change
partner
names
for
and
each
nicknames.
round of the event.
Really?
If you don't have a
I
partner
didn't know
by
you
the
could do
time the
that.
next round begins, then
Yeah, Paimon already knows. If we don't have a
I did
partner
not
in
know
time,
the
then we'll
owner
be
or the mods
disqualified.
of a Discord channel can change the names and
Let's
nicknames.
ask
I didn't
around
know
and see
that
if
at all.
there's anyone looking for a partner.
I have to ask people if they want it changed, then won't I? So we can find, we've got to find a new partner, potentially. We've not really had much with Thoma, other than in Inazuma. We didn't spend much time with Thoma, so let's go with Thoma. He was good fun in Inazuma, to be fair. Both parties should agree. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, both people have to agree. Yeah. Or we can always put it out there and say if you want us to change it, more than happy to. Thanks for the like, Widows, much appreciated.
Hey there! Congrats on winning the first round of the test
Yeah,
of
I'll
courage.
put a, once we finish streaming tonight, I'll put a
Were you
note up or
also a
something
contestant in the first
and
round?
ask if people want it changed.
I sure
And I've just got
was,
to figure out how to
but
do
I
it.
couldn't shake this constant feeling that someone was secretly following me the entire round. He didn't seem to be from the Yashiro Commission, and I was concerned that he might be out to stir up trouble at the event, so I tried to capture him. I didn't expect him to run so fast. I gave chase for a while, but I couldn't keep up. And before I knew it, the round was over.
Is there a chance he wasn't there to cause trouble? Maybe he was just trying to scare people.
After all, most of all.
Coming all the way to the test of
Oh,
courage
that's
to
true,
scare
yeah.
people? Well, I guess the world is full of all kinds of weirdos. Anyway, I'm gonna be sure to show everyone my abilities
I'm sure
in
we
the
can
second
work
round.
something out.
Oh, Paimon remembers you once mentioned you liked Kaidan.
Yeah, that's right. Once I really get into it, you might find me to be your toughest competitor. I'm only kidding, of course. I'm not here for the prizes, just to have fun. My lord has granted me a rare vacation, so I'd rather spend my time relaxing than worrying about some
Then change
contest.
if you don't want to have someone that does.
Speaking of which, have you
Oh
found a
yeah, no,
partner yet?
absolutely, yeah. We'll
Would
make
you
sure
like
no
to
one
pair
does
up
it
with
for
me?
fun. We'll pair it with Thoma.
Really? Thank you. I can't guarantee we'll be able
Yeah,
to
we'll make
win
sure
the
no one
second
does it for
round,
fun,
but
'cause
I'll
that
do
would
my
be
best
annoying.
to help. Let's give it our best shot.
I have a hard enough trouble remembering who was named as it is. Let alone someone changing them constantly for fun. That'll make my life even more difficult. Right, let's begin the second round of courage.
you appear to have found a partner. Let's see if you can repeat your luck from the first round.
Hopefully we can.
Though,
There's a few
whether
prima
winning
gems in
should
it
be
for us if we can.
considered good luck or not is debatable. Anyway, I will now reveal the item you'll be searching for in the second round
It's
of the
weird
test
coming up
of
to the holiday
courage.
period, they've done something
It's
that's meant to be a
a
scary event.
fan.
A fan? You mean like the thing we use to keep cool when it's hot out?
Correct. The fan was personally selected by the Yashiro Commissioner himself and has been placed somewhere in the Chinju Forest.
Okay, someone in the
There
forest
will
is a
be
fan.
signs to guide the way, but beware. The darkness that lurks in the forest is drawing nearer. Remember, if you can't go on any further, you can always give up and live to see another
I'm sure we
day.
can survive.
We'll never give up. Let's go!
Although the first one to run will be Paimon probably. Okay, find the fan. Follow the signs. We found out the signs obviously dictate more than one area. So we kind of have to make the decision when we hit certain signs.
Did something fall down here?
They did. Bug.
Oh, it's the Monikabuto. Don't worry, this species is very docile. They're not nearly as scary as they look. If anything, they're more scared of us than we are of them. Let's leave them alone and they'll eventually climb back up into the tree.
There we go. The bugs fell on us. Okay. So this is where the arrows change. One's going left, one's going up. Let's go up. We'll soon know if we've gone wrong, I'm sure. Last time...
Toma? Did you hear that? It sounded like a rattling sound. Ah, it seems to be coming from the shrine over there.
Yeah, you're right. Please, wait here for a moment. I'll go check it out.
Be careful, Toma.
I'm
The sound
still...
doesn't seem to be coming from the inside of the shrine. Maybe it's from behind? Huh?
I'm ignoring that. I know he's gone off
It's
to
just
find...
a little cat.
I wanted to
How'd
see
you
if we'd
end up
actually
here,
got what
huh?
we wanted.
Are you hungry? Just a second.
Okay.
I have some dried fish with me. Here
That
we go.
chest was wrong. We'd gone the wrong way. Teddy's Quest, good evening, how are you? So we've gone the wrong way. Foamer's found a cat. We're looking for a fan. So let's follow these arrows.
What's that following us? Is it a floating lavender melon?
Huh? Where? Ah! You're right!
A little bit weird, but
That was the last thing I was expecting to see.
I'm guessing we head up.
Now's not the time to worry about that! Just run!
We went across the water last time and found that that was the wrong way, so I'm kind of ignoring that way this time and seeing what's this way. What have we got in this chest? Are we correct or is it wrong?
This isn't what
Wrong
we're
again.
looking for. Oh, and Paimon thought we had it too.
So we're...
Is it just Paimon? Or is there an eerie shadow over there?
I'm just ignoring all the
Yeah.
eerie stuff.
That wasn't there when we arrived.
Just put up your Christmas
Reminds
tree,
me of a
4 days for
kite on I
Christmas.
heard.
If I had my way,
Once upon
mine
a time,
still would
there
not
were
be up.
4 children who used to play together every
Not
day
because
until
I don't
one
get a
day,
say, because
one
I
of them
can't put it up.
mysteriously vanished.
It was up
The remaining 3 children
a
searched
week or so,
high and
2
low
weeks
for their
maybe
friend,
ago.
but were unable to find him. Then, one day, while the children were chatting, one of them suddenly showed a creepy smile and said, "He's back. Care to take a break and have some snacks?"
I don't want to take a break.
So relaxed, Toma.
I want to find what we're looking for.
Just out on another hike.
Okay, I think we
I
found
brought
it.
some homemade sushi and onigiri.
There we go, we found the fan.
Ah, this must be the fan we're looking for. Seems we're the
Yeah,
first
not
to
too
find
bad,
it,
thank you,
too.
Teddy, not too bad. Just
Our
trying
luck's
to
not so bad after all.
talking things over the other half this morning about what's the
Oh,
next course of treatment and
fireworks
stuff,
printed
so
on
just trying to
it,
get my
so
head
it
around
must
that
be
really.
for some sort
Other
of
than that, good.
festival.
How's your day going?
Huh. Paimon thought Ayaka would choose a folding fan. You know, like the kind Ayaka usually uses.
You're right. This fan doesn't appear to be something my lord would
Well,
usually use.
early, no, because what don't they
Anyway,
say
let's head back now that we found
you
it.
shouldn't put it up, was it 12 days before or 21 days before? One of the two.
Wonder if Ito's still out trying to
I think
capture
any time
those
in
3
December
from
is generally
earlier.
okay.
Paimon's a little worried about him.
But if I had my way, yeah, I
why
just
don't
wouldn't
we have a
bother.
look around?
Because there's a lot of faff.
Are you planning to stay here? Then allow me to take the fan back. But remember,
Just been playing
you're
for
only
Pokemon,
one
it's
round away
nice.
from taking home
Fan
the
made
grand
game,
prize.
nice.
Make sure you get yourselves ready and give it
We've
your
got
best
my
shot.
little boy the new game for the Switch for Christmas.
I've got you now.
He was asking for it,
Ah! Just run! Don't worry about me!
and yeah, he's had to wait.
Don't underestimate this,
play it, 'cause
Sony.
obviously
None
we
of you
got
are
it
getting
from
away
Christmas.
today.
But we end up playing them together.
Ito! It looks like he captured those 3 we
So
were
I'm looking
for.
forward to him opening that just so I can play it, to
Ito,
be
you
fair.
really captured that!
Because I've had to wait as well.
Seriously, why didn't you run when I told you?
What are you saying? We
But
couldn't
yeah, fan made
abandon
games
you?
sound interesting.
Yeah,
He
that's
wanted...
right. So just get
Good
on
point.
with it. If you're
There was
gonna
one,
eat
he
us,
didn't
then
want
you'll
the
have to
dragon,
deal
he wanted
with
the
all 3 of us.
motorcycle, although they're both
We
motorcycles.
won't back down, even if,
But I
even
can't
if we're
remember which one
already in
actually
your
picked him in
stomach.
the end.
Who said we were going to eat you?
Hang
Wait,
on.
are you the ghost of something
I need to actually
tasty?
look it up because I can't remember which one it is.
And Ito, why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
So I
I
got
have a weird
him...
feeling that I've seen these 3
Violet,
somewhere
I think.
before.
Yeah, Pokemon Violet.
I know. These are all creatures from the
Yeah,
ultimate
the
yokai
purple
field
Violet.
guide that Granny used to
It's
show
his mum's
me.
favourite colour, so he
There's
wanted that one.
Yoko, Kappa, and Hitotsume Kozo. They're all yokai.
It sure took
So I'm looking
you
forward to
long
playing
enough
with him.
to
I've got
notice.
to give
Well,
him
we
a year
recognized
subscription
you
as well.
right away.
Because he
You're
wants
an
to
Oni,
play
aren't you?
against other people online as well
According
once
to
he's done the
legends,
game and
Oni
stuff.
are grouchy, extremely
He still plays.
strong,
We
and
finished
crush other
together
yokai
Pokemon
into
Sword and
balls
Shield
to eat
ages
them
ago.
up.
But he still he keeps starting new games.
Thing I've
I'm
ever
playing for
heard.
it again.
Who
He
came up
he
with
just loves it.
that? Besides, you're the ones people are scared of, hiding behind bushes and scaring people off the road. What are you trying to do here?
Right,
Don't think I didn't
it's something
see
he
you
wanted. It's something we
following
do
him
together.
around and conjuring up all sorts of weird,
So
scary
yeah,
stuff.
it's something that he's been asking. Well, he knew it was coming out. We've watched the trailers and stuff.
No,
Every time
we
there's a
weren't trying
trailer,
to
we'd sit down
scare
and watch it
anyone.
together and stuff.
We
So
were just trying
yeah,
to.
it's going to be good.
Um,
And I still enjoy playing them as well, to be fair.
uh,
Go ahead, you can tell us.
really? You're not mad?
Even though you scared the daylights out of Paimon a few times, it doesn't seem like you were doing it on purpose. Anyway, let's hear your side of the story.
I don't know
and
what
Paimon will
I've got from
decide
my
whether or
behalf,
not
mainly
to
because she
forgive
asked me
you.
what I wanted and I said I don't want anything.
Well,
That's
the truth
because I
is,
don't.
we were planning a festival.
The things I want,
One
I can't
hosted by
have.
the yokai.
Like
But
a new
humans
leg,
are also
that
welcome
kind of
to
stuff. So
attend.
it's difficult as you get older. You mean the Mikawa Flower Festival?
Ah, the festival that A mentioned.
The fan-made games are great. You need to install some files.
Mikawa
I need a
Flower
I need a
Festival.
decent PC to run them though. When my
Does
laptop
ring a bell.
isn't fantastic, so I don't know how
Right.
well
It
it's
used to be
running.
hosted by the top yokai. I heard it was supposed to be a lot of
Like the
fun.
original game. I love the
mean,
original games
not
though.
as fun as my almighty
I've got-
Arataki Great and Glorious Drum-Along Festival, but still.
Pokemon Crystal
Yes, the Mikawa Flower
on
Festival is our
Nintendo
aspiration.
3DS, I think it is.
But we know
And he
that
plays
our
that
festival
from time to
doesn't
time as well.
deserve that name.
But I do like the older ones.
The times of Yakiyako
But yeah, I've had a
are
better
long
PC.
gone. We're
Which in the
just a
future
bunch
we'll
of
have.
little yokai living in the wilderness.
I'll have a look at some of the fan-made
As
ones.
you can see, we lack the necessary
Yeah, remind me
yokai powers
on
to put
Discord,
on such a
Popster.
grand
More than happy
festival.
to do it for anyone that
But
wants it. I'll
we're
try
determined
and
to still
remember to
reach
put a
out
note up
humans
tonight
and express our gratitude.
as well for people as well if they want it done.
Huh? Gratitude? What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just got to figure out how to do it. But it should be fairly simple, what it said.
And are frequently attacked by monsters. They would come and stir up trouble on our land, forcing us to hand over our food. Sometimes they would even get rough and leave us injured. But later, many human adventurers came into the wilderness and drove off the monsters, allowing us to live in peace.
Ah, I get it now. You want to repay the favor, but your powers are too puny. Hey, don't let it get to you. You might be a bunch of pipsqueaks, but you're all solid yokai in my book.
So,
Don't think they're that
are
hard to
you
play.
the ones who set up the Akitsu Yugen game on the beach?
Yeah,
Yep,
the
that was
laptop
us.
I use for
Have you tried it
streaming
yet?
to
Isn't
see
it
the
fun?
chat and do the thumbnails and
We
whatnot
drew
isn't
inspiration
fantastic.
from the legendary Akitsu
And to
Kimodameshi.
download
It
anything
took
on
a
it would just
lot
take
of
up too
yokai
much
power to
space, I
set it
think.
up.
But
After that,
yeah,
we
it's
didn't
definitely
have
something I
much
want to look at
yokai
in the
power
future. I've
left,
heard quite
so
some good things
we set
about
up some
fan-made
stalls
ones,
in the
to be fair.
forest to add to the festival
You never played a
atmosphere.
single Pokemon game,
We
Popster?
were just following you to see your reactions.
I grew up
Is
on
the
the
Akitsu
original
Yugen
Game
really
Boy
that
playing
important?
Pokemon Red when it
Why
first
did you
released.
spend all of your yokai power to
Um,
build it?
I'm
I
looking
would've
forward to
taken the
the
Traveler for a big
TV
meal if
series
you'd
next
set
year
up
as
more
well,
food
because they're actually
stalls.
going to finish Ash's journey off
Really?
next year.
To be honest,
They're going to do a
we've
series
never met a
afterwards
human
that
before,
has a brand new
so
character.
we had no idea what you would like.
And
We
Ash will
focused
finish
on
his
building
journey.
the Akitsu Yugen because of a legend we heard.
Ah, I know the one.
I don't know, could you call Pokemon anime? Because I would say I've never
It's
seen
the
anime.
story of yokai meeting a human during
But
a
I don't know if
festival
Pokemon
hundreds
counts
of
as
years
anime
ago.
or not. Right,
It's
this
said
is what
that
happened
long
hundreds of years
a
ago.
human samurai once stumbled across
Played
the
currently as
Mikawa Flower
Pokemon
Festival.
Infinite Fusion. Surgeons. Wow, they're cool names though. Infinite Fusion.
What's a human
Pokemon
doing here?
Insurgents. That
We
sounds
erected
cool.
the barrier, didn't we? What a pain.
The yokai at the festival began discussing how to drive away the human. When suddenly, they heard a voice.
You watched it in Italian, but
This is our festival,
okay.
and the point is to have fun. What difference does it make if a human joins us yokai?
The speaker appeared to be a prominent figure among the yokai, and when he spoke, the other yokai fell silent.
You there, young man. Do you drink sake?
Yes, I do.
Ha! Then join us. We can enjoy tonight's festivities together.
And so, the yokai and samurai celebrated together. The two competed in the highlight of the festival, the Akitsu Hazara. Their spectacular game ended in a draw, and a new friendship was forged.
I can't believe a human could keep up with me.
Witnessing the dynamic powers of the yokai will certainly help hone my swordsmanship.
You're a swordsman?
Oh, yes. I'm currently traveling the world in search of formidable opponents.
Then let's make a deal. We meet for a duel every 10 years. What do you say?
That's quite a deal. 10
I
years,
look forward to
we
it.
have a duel.
The Mikawa Flower Festival
That's
is
quite
meant
cool.
to bring happiness to all who
Infinite
attend,
Fusion's Pokemon you can
and
choose something
Akitsu
like you
Hazara
type.
is
Oh
a
wow!
symbol of friendship.
Sun and Moon,
That's
there's that
why,
enough money for the Switch
when we
to play
decided
Sword
to
Shield.
hold the festival
So
here,
we played
setting
Sword
up Akitsu
together on the Switch.
Hazara
He got
was our
that for
first
Christmas a
priority.
couple of years back when it first came out.
Unfortunately, the real Akitsu Hazara has been lost to time. What we created is a
And
version of the
obviously we've
game
got
we
Violet,
heard
but
about
I've
from a
played-
wandering merchant.
I've played
So
every
we
single
changed
one
the
of them over
name
the
to
years.
Akitsu Yugen.
We've done Arceus as well. He didn't really enjoy Arceus because the speed, because you can catch on the go and stuff, and he didn't like that. Whereas I didn't mind it, to be fair. I heard there is... No worries, Popstar, thank you for joining us. Wake up in about 6 hours. No worries, Popster. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for saying hello. And I'll remember to try and put the post up tonight. But if you don't see it up on the Discord, let me know and I'll sort it out. But thank you, Popster. Thanks, Popster. Yeah, no, I heard, Teddy, that wasn't there a fan-made game that you could travel to every region there's ever been. I'd heard something about that being made. So you didn't have to play a different game. You could travel to every region in one game, or they were trying to do it, or there was something I'd read. They played the original on a Game Boy. I don't know how expensive it would be nowadays, because Game Boys themselves aren't worth very much. If you buy a second-hand Game Boy and second-hand Pokemon Red, I wouldn't say it's that. I don't know. I've not looked, to be fair, but I wouldn't guess they are, because I don't think Game Boys themselves are that expensive now. I just remember reading something about it a while ago, and I didn't know if that was already out or not. We heard that someone had trapped in Akitsu
Yeah, but that wasn't us.
Let's see how much Game Boys are.
We have no idea what could have gone wrong.
I've never looked for one, to be fair. I didn't think they would be.
Carefully checked it for any issues. But we didn't find anything wrong with it. Maybe it was just some strange mishap caused by our unstable yokai power at the time.
They don't look like they're lying. And believe me, I know a liar when I see one.
There's a lot of ones that are preloaded with games.
After that incident,
aren't the same,
people
really,
stopped
to be
coming
fair.
to the attraction.
Oh, wow.
Later, a human man with blue
They're
hair
more expensive than I
appeared
expected.
and walked around the
So
area.
CEX in the
He
UK
had a
is
piercing gaze.
second-hand
I
shop
almost
that
felt
people
like
sell
he could
games,
see
buy
us.
games from.
But then he turned and quickly
There's a
left
Game Boy
without
Color.
saying anything.
It
It's
wasn't long before
£70.
large
I
numbers
thought
of
they'd be a
people
lot
began
cheaper than
coming to
that.
the
I
Chinju
really
forest.
did.
And visitors were playing
I did not
Akitsu
think they'd be that
again.
expensive.
It was wonderful.
There is someone on eBay
human
selling
man
an
with
original
blue
Nintendo
hair?
Game Boy with 5 games, £750. Wow. I just thought it'd be cheap. I didn't think for 1 second Game Boys would be that expensive. Makes you wish over the years, mine obviously got lost along moving around and stuff over the years. But I kind of wish I didn't. That's a lot more than I was expecting. I don't know why I didn't think it would have been that expensive, to be fair. You've seen some of the games being sold for $80. Wow. Yeah, I didn't expect that. And I wonder how much Pokemon Red is, because Pokemon Red and Blue were the first one, and then Yellow came out, because Red and Blue you had to trade with people to have the starters, and then Yellow come out and you start with Pikachu and you can have the others. The game themselves aren't that expensive though. Pokemon Red unboxed, £35 unboxed, but you can buy it for less than that. That's just the first one I saw. So yeah, the game itself, they're about £30 to be fair. It seems to be. Which I still think is quite expensive. It's not bad, but that's still a lot more than I was expecting. I'm obviously a bit out of touch with some of these old style games and how much they're worth, to be fair.
That's used at a festival.
So I know some game consoles haven't held their value at all. PlayStation 1s are worthless now. You try and sell a second-hand PlayStation 1, it's worth nothing. Same as the N64 and stuff like that. They're just not worth anything. And I assume Game Boy would be the same, but it doesn't look like it, which I'm surprised by. Kind of makes you want to really search hard for an original Game Boy and get it for a really good price, doesn't it? Because to play the original Game Boy game would be incredible. So I no need to tell him for now.
Well, anyway,
I am paying attention to the story at the same time.
Things we saw earlier
But yeah, playing Pokemon Red was incredible when it first came out. I think I've played every Pokemon game that's ever released over time. I've not played them on release, a lot of them, but I've played them over my lifetime.
You want to hang out with humans, right? I totally get that. After all,
I kind of want to go back and play Pokemon Red from the beginning of the game and just do the whole story again.
So why don't you let
Because I think it was Pokemon Red. You complete the Pokedex.
See, I'm a yokai too, right? And I'm
you
already
got,
a
I can't
natural
remember what
in
you got
human
for it now.
society.
There was something you get, but to complete the Pokedex was a pain. Because you had to trade everyone. There's no online trading like it is now. You had to plug your Game Boy into someone else's Game Boy, and they'd have to have the game. And
now that Paimon doesn't feel so scared anymore,
Yellow was better because obviously you didn't have to do that.
The yokai said they wanted to host a festival, but
Paimon was too busy having the bejeebers scared out of her to pay any attention.
They're the big ones I
until
remember,
now.
red, blue and yellow, to
Come
be
to
fair.
think of it,
Sword
Paimon
is more
remembers
recent. I've
seeing
played
some
Arceus.
festival-related items on the beach.
Crystal I remember doing
Let's head over there and
a
take
few
a
years
look.
back.
Maybe we can help out.
But the older ones like Ruby and stuff, I don't remember much about them, to be fair. We've been seeing being sold for 70 quid and maybe games of rec. Yeah, yeah, because you're only allowed one save per game, aren't you? So it could be that. People, I wouldn't surprise me if people do catch these rare ones and then sell the game with that save preloaded, essentially. But yeah, that's definitely something I'm gonna have to look into, especially for my boy as well, for him to experience. But he, like I say, he plays the 3DS with Crystal, and he enjoys that. Even though, you know, graphically it's poor compared to what you have nowadays, but he still really likes playing it, so that's a plus point. But yeah, an original Game Boy.
Wait! You're the strange lady we met before!
That kind of really makes me want to get the original Game Boy and whatever I can and play from the first game all the way through.
Say, I'm impressed by
That
your
would be an
willingness
incredible
to approach
franchise
me
run.
after last time. You're much
Maybe something to
braver
think
than
about
I
for the
thought.
future when I have
But I'm
enough
not
to do
going
everything.
to let you off the hook so easily this time. If you don't leave, I'll...
But then, yeah, you have to set yourself a challenge. Do you complete the Pokédex per game? That'd be incredible.
We just met your fellow yokai and they told us everything!
Huh? Fellow yokai?
That's right! You're another little yokai
Dennis, how
who
are
lives in
you?
the wilderness, aren't you? We just met
3
Yoko,
before Ted.
Kemba, and Hitotsume Kozo. So which type of yokai are you?
I don't know what you mean, Dennis.
Oh, let Paimon guess!
Have I put something I shouldn't have done?
Actually, Paimon has no idea what you are. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're on our way to play Akitsu Yugen. Care to join us?
Akitsu Yugen. Again, that game. How could this be happening now? All I needed was a little more time.
This was the game we played last time. This is a very simple game to complete, to be fair. We fun to play through the first game. Otherwise, if the Game Boy
Are
broke.
you not feeling well?
The game,
maybe
the
you're
save
hungry,
game though, back
or
then was
maybe you
actually
didn't
on
sleep
the
well.
game
You
itself.
look
That's why you could
pretty
only ever have one
exhausted.
save.
Don't worry, Ito's already taken
Because
your
it was
fellow yokai
only
to
on
meet
that
some
game.
new
It
friends.
wasn't on the hard drive
Everyone
of the
will get
Game
along
Boy.
just fine.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, okay. I couldn't understand what you meant. I was saying to Teddy that I wouldn't have put it up until like Christmas Day if I could do so. It is showing some better quality this time.
Yeah, so there's no need to worry. Come on, let's go play Akitsu Yugen.
But yeah, if it, yeah,
finish the
I
game
don't know.
the
It's something I'm gonna have to look
loser
into
will
it.
have to grant
It
the
will need
winner
to
a
wait
wish.
until I've got the money from the insurance and stuff, because I think it'd be quite an expensive
Get ready.
thing to set up. But imagine streaming every Pokemon game from the first until however long it takes to do them all. That'd be incredible. Right, we've got to go and play the game again. Leisurely pastimes. We did this before. We've now unlocked it by doing the event. This is fairly simple. We completed it last time with no real issues, to be honest. Brick type. Yeah, we'll go. What do I want? I'm trying to have one of each, really. I think that's the best way. One of each for the reactions works quite well. I'm missing a Dendro, really, aren't I? Not that I think Dendro is going to react too much of anything. I might go Hydro. Modifiers. Last time we did modifiers were... this skill wasn't... This skill will be launched for... No. What do we use? We'll spawn a Merit Ball. Yes, that was what we used last time, because it gave us a chance to get extras. And then didn't we do the one... There was an extra one that gave us an extra ball, but I don't know if this will now. Yeah, that one, I think. Or we can have movement speed. Yeah, it was replicating Collider and Shatter Prize, I believe. Right, let's give this a go. These were quite simple to complete last time. So obviously, we'll try and get it done in one shot again. We've got to break all the bricks in the time limit. We've got 10 minutes. As I say, fairly simple 10 minutes. I could do some reactions, to be fair, to speed this up, couldn't I? Why has Lisa got very little health? Let's change to Ganyu. Because they're hydro blocks, so they will now freeze. And then you get a big shatter when you actually do them. So that one, we've got to hit them before they stop being frozen to get the reaction. Like that one, cleared quite a few in one shot there. There we go, another low dump. Got another merit ball, another merit there. Just got the ones in the corner now to get, really, if we can. There we go. Challenge complete. Nice and easy. 4,000 score. That should be max points, I believe. We do not have to do it again with the harder difficulty with the boss, and that gives us more Prima Gems as well. That wasn't too bad.
Paimon thinks we got this in the bag. Alright, it's your turn.
Okay. Watch and learn.
Do you think she can beat our score? In record speed. Okay, maybe she can. Maybe our score wasn't that good.
She hit every cube in one shot and finished even faster than you, Trevor.
Every cube in one shot, eh?
Paimon's head is spinning after watching that. Did you see how she did it?
She cheated.
Even if the rules have changed a little, I would never lose to amateurs like you.
Yeah, definitely something I'll think about for the future, Teddy. Once insurance is all dealt with. Whenever that will be. 2 years and we're still waiting. And I have the money.
So good.
I'll have to think. I wonder if you must be able to stream a Game Boy. Or maybe you need an emulator on a PC.
We won't do anything that's
I'd have to find a way.
or harmful to others.
Because that'd be incredible. Stream Final Fantasy 15, got to edit it because I did side quests.
Then I wish.
Do story and upload that as part of the last full episode.
That we never cross paths again.
Wait.
Are you doing it all that way, are you?
But didn't we just have a great time together?
That's precisely why.
You streamed it and then you're going to edit and upload it.
Or speak
did you stream
to me
on Twitch,
again.
did you?
Surely that's a wish you can fulfill, right? This is my final word of warning. If I ever see your faces again, I will... I'll steal your souls!
This really feels like it should more be a Halloween quest, to be fair, than a holiday season one.
Good! Then don't come here again!
Paimon doesn't get it. Did we do something wrong?
Maybe she just wants to be left alone.
Fair enough. But Paimon had a lot of fun playing Akitsu Yugen with her. It would be great if we could see her again. Anyway, let's go see how
So before we head to Ito, we'll do the harder difficulty one of this, because that's Prima Gems as well. It's worth doing while we're here. So I need to change to Unending Refinement, which is what we want to do. Oh, can we not do the next one? It's not unlocked yet. Oh, okay, we can't do it yet. We need to complete Haunted Tales. I thought we'd be able to unlock the next one already, but we can't. Okay. I was hoping we'd just be able to go and do it, but we can't. We've got to return first up here before we can start the next one. But yeah, we'll try and get all of them done, because that's a decent amount of Prima Gems to complete them all if we can.
You must be Hitatsume Kozo.
Yeah.
No need to be nervous. I'm Yuimiya, and I run Naganohara Fireworks.
I meant to say, I don't know if I made a mistake, but
even though I was
for those that have watched the video that was
beautiful,
yesterday morning where we did the true ending of God of War 4.
Really? Then the next time we meet,
when we did it in the stream, I asked if people seen it before, and people were saying no. So I cut it out, edited it, and then put it up. And I shared it to a couple of groups.
Are you Lord Kaedehara
Just, you know, people were saying in the stream they hadn't seen it,
Yes,
so I thought,
that's
well,
me.
But I'm afraid that I'm
I'll
no
share it.
lord. Just a
And then I
wandering
got heavily
samurai.
criticised for
I've
sharing
seen
it
you with your
because
sword in the wilderness.
they all knew about it.
You made quick work of
And
many
I
opponents with your
explained that,
amazing swordsmanship.
people were saying they didn't know, so I just thought, I wasn't
That must have been when I
trying to
was
gain
trying to
anything out of
escape
it. I just
Inazuma.
thought, well, I'd share what we
It
saw.
wasn't as
it was
impressive
quite
as
cool.
you make it seem. I had to face many
And
trying
yeah,
situations
one guy was kicking
before I
off
was
over
able
it.
to leave the islands.
And
The head of the
I-
Kamisato clan
the
also
problem with the
lent me his
internet
assistance
sometimes,
at the time.
and some groups,
By the way,
is
this is his sister.
if you're a newcomer to that group,
Oh,
they
so
just kick off.
You must be
There's no
the one and only
normal
Shirasagi
talking.
Himegimi.
It is just have a
What
go
an
at you
honor.
out completely
There's
off the bat.
no need to be so formal.
And then they wonder why people don't want to join
I never
groups
imagined
and
I'd ever
don't
meet
want to be
someone as
part of a
distinguished as
community.
you. I must be
I
dreaming.
don't know. I've experienced that in other groups for different reasons, not just posting content, but just having a conversation and stuff with people.
Don't you want to go talk to them too?
And
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, it always amazes
I'm
me
rather
how people are
shy.
like that.
Really?
When you
That's
get a
strange.
LAN cable
You
a bit
seemed
more stable,
completely
yeah,
fine
that's
when
what
we
you
were
need.
chatting.
I'm not sure why.
Did you fire your
but
microphone
I
in
feel
the
so
end?
relaxed when talking with you, General Goro.
But yeah, the
Actually,
God of War
I'm
video
the
that went out
most
yesterday
timid
morning
of
has
the
got
three of us.
a couple of
I hid
dislikes,
for days
which
the
is
last
from the
time someone
people from
tossed
that
a
group.
stone into the river.
But then I'd rather just put a comment on it. I don't know, it's weird.
Sorry for rambling on.
I
It's
think
odd. I'm not
in some
normally like
ways
this.
I'm lucky, but it also gives me a false sense
It's okay.
of how
You
people
can't excel
are.
at
Because you
everything.
guys have always been so
The
nice
important
and
thing
accepting
is
and
to have the courage to
brilliant to
change.
talk to.
Hey there. Chatting away, I see. Mind if I join you?
I've
When you
never
go into
seen
these
a
groups,
kappa before.
for some reason they're not the same. I don't know. The game, lower the game.
Hello
Is
there.
this game really loud? Is it?
Thank you for bringing
Okay,
so many
bear me a
amazing
second.
people to meet us, Ito.
I actually don't know how to lower it.
It's nothing. Being the one and only means being the best, you know? Oh, I should mention that I even have
I
my
need
own
to get through
game,
this
and every
conversation
member
first,
has
then
a
I
special
can.
title.
I didn't realize the game was really loud. It's never been loud before.
There you go, bragging about yourself.
Pretty
again.
sure my
Don't
mic should be
confuse
okay.
them. Everyone's here.
I was going to say, yeah, my mic's the same level it always is.
People here don't even know who you are.
Hey, this is my moment, Paimon. Don't ruin it for me.
I'll stop talking while they're talking and I'll sort
Ito
out in a
really
second.
isn't as cool as he claims to be. When it comes to having connections in Inazuma, nobody can beat Paimon and the Traveler.
Oh, yeah? All right. Well, then let's have a little contest and see who knows the most people.
Sure, bring it on, bull checker beetle boy.
Please don't fight. Actually, I think you're both really amazing. And you also have a great friendship, just like Lord Kamai and the samurai.
Well, of course. Boss!
Yeah, I haven't changed the mic settings though, so it
it's
shouldn't
the
be.
boys.
I've not edited anything for a week or so.
Darn it. I was so caught up with the yokai that I forgot I was supposed to scare the daylights out of the gang.
Boss!
Hey, fellas. Look, I can explain.
Boss! We're sorry!
Wait, what now?
We shouldn't have ever doubted you, boss! You were right!
Yeah, the test of courage is terrifying. There are definitely ghosts here. I still get shivers just thinking about it. But the thrill is kind of fun.
Oh, well, I told you it would be an exhilarating experience, but no, none of you believed me. Anyway, no need to be too scared now. Let me tell you what's happening here. It turns out there aren't any ghosts here. All the scary stuff you saw was just a little misunderstanding we had with the yokai. Right?
Sorry, but I've never seen these three before. I'm not sure where you've been or what you've seen, but I don't think it had anything to do with us.
Huh?
Huh?
Wait, hold on, little Yoko. You're kidding, right? You know, now's not really the time for that.
No, I'm serious. I really don't know what's going on.
But if it wasn't you guys, does that mean there are real ghosts out here?
Wait a minute, did we meet some lady who was all dressed up?
Oh, that's right. Paimon assumed she was a yokai too. And we even played Akitsu Yukin with her.
I'm not sure who it was you met, but we're the only 3 yokai who wanted to hold a festival here.
So she was a ghost?
Boss, save us!
Calm down. Everyone just calm down now.
What's all the noise about?
Oh, you're the Tenryou Commission's...
Hazel!
There's nothing to fear. Even if there really is a ghost, only your noise would drive it away. Ito, you and your gang should go and inform the other contestants about the situation. Traveler, Paimon, please, come with me.
Oh, okay.
Paimon somehow feels a little better now that Hazel's here.
I need the talking to finish so I can look at settings and see if I can change it. Right, there we go. It could be with the last update, it changed the volume level maybe. So, audio. Volume. So if we put that...
coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Let's just change some of the volume.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Is that better? That's everything lowered a little bit. It made the last update may have reset sounds, I don't know. Okay. We're gonna head down and speak to the member of staff. That's better, yeah. I don't know. I'm sure we'd changed those settings previously.
Hello? Miss Shy Maiden?
But it's all good.
Huh. Strange. She isn't here. What's this? Look, there's something written in red on the bulletin board. Round 3, item, Hagoita. Does this mean that the item we have to find in the 3rd round is a Hagoita?
I don't know what Hagoita
The
is.
Shrine Maiden appears to be urging us to finish the 3rd round of the Test of Courage.
But where did she go? Has she been taken away by a ghost?
I'm guessing we're teaming up with Hazoi to do it. Izu.
We'll never leave your side now.
Paimon doesn't leave her side anyway.
The words are scribbled hastily, but there's no evidence of a struggle. However, aren't there too many words written here?
What did you notice, Hazu?
I believe that the 3 items chosen for this 3-round contest were each selected by the 3 organizing parties. The Dongo Milk was chosen by the merchant who funded the event, and the fan was chosen by the Yashiro Commission, which provided the staff. So, does the Hagoita, which should have been chosen by the Grand Narukami Shrine, have any unique significance?
I still don't know what it is, to be honest.
About that later. The bigger question is, are we really going to join the 3rd round of the Test of Courage?
Nothing too far on Hazu's
the
here.
grand prize, but our safety comes first. How about we make a tactical retreat?
Nothing to fear.
I still have my commission to complete, so I'll stay.
Well, we're staying. We're not going
Fear
anywhere.
arises from mystery, and it's a detective's job to unearth the truth.
You completed the
from
event, have you, Dennis?
The mystery.
Paimon somehow feels a little better after hearing you say that. Okay then, let's wait for a while. Maybe the Shrine Maiden had something to take care of and we'll be back soon.
Okay. Part 2 is now done. Haunting Tales is complete. We're going to wait until the following day to do the next one. But instead of doing that, what we're going to do is I'm pretty sure we can now head... Yeah, so we can head down and do these now. So we can now play these two. So we've got the normal one to do first, and then afterwards the unending refinement will be done once we complete the other one. So we'll complete these, because that's Prima Gems as well. Fairly simple Prima Gems to grab. So the blocks are fire. So I think Electro. Do some ice. I'll grab fire because of the other blocks. I don't think we'll need fire though. Pyro, I should say. Collider. And the merit balls. There we go. All we're going to do is complete it again. You covered not yet. Final Fantasy's slowing you down. Oh really? Oh wow. I didn't think it would be slowing you down. That's the thing though, when you're trying to record content and stuff, you have to kind of maximise your time as best you can, don't you? Oh, I got it. Oh, I messed that one up there. Annoyingly, I missed the merit, but I don't know if I'm going to get the merit. No, I'm not. Annoyingly, I should be able to grab this one though. Extra points, bonus points there. I'm going to miss one of those balls. There we go, on the next lot of blocks now. I think we're doing alright points wise, I think we're okay. We've neither used a spare ball or anything, so that means our points should be good as it stands. Lost out using that a bit there. There we go. Challenge is complete, and that should be 4,257, which I think is maximum rewards. And if we go again, we should be able to do the other bit now, which will give us more rewards as well. And then we'll go back and do the next. Oh, there's another one actually. There's another one we can do there. Nice. We do then the refinement, and we'll do all the ones we can before we head off to do the next part of the event quest. To do side quests and hunts. The thing is, to fully experience the game, based on like Final Fantasy, to level up, you need to be doing all the extra stuff as well, Dennis. That's the thing. Right, unending refinement. 2.5 minutes. Last time this wasn't too bad. I actually enjoy these ones. They're very similar to an old style of game that I remember, to be fair. And our modifiers. We'll have Replicator, Collider, Shatter Prize, and Movement Speed. And I think we're good to go.
We've been waiting quite a while, but the Shrine Maiden still hasn't shown up. It looks like we'll just have to start the third round without her. Who will we team up with this time?
So we do need to go and do the third round of the event, but we'll get to that once we've cleared as many of these as we can before it locks us out again. Mainly because the Prima Gems for these are definitely worth doing. And since we're already here, it makes sense. I missed it. I missed a few of the merits this time. I was getting loads of those last time. This time I've not been as successful in gaining them. Down to one ball now as well, which isn't helpful. We have got a decent combo, 158 as it stands. It's all about that combo. Probably could change to another element, to be fair. Let's try Barbara for water. It's because we may do something different to the blocks with the reaction, to be fair. It might not. I've missed completely there. That's missed as well, isn't it? That's poor. Caught them at the top there. That wasn't too bad. Could have been better. Can I get it on the rebound? Oh, I missed them. This hasn't gone to plan. Considering it's timed, I don't think we've done very well on this one. I really don't. That was a little bit better. That's even poor. Need to try and get the edge a little bit there. That was decent. Can we get those in the corner? Oh, completely missed. Yeah, I think points-wise, we're not going to be very good on this one. Yeah, that's poor. I think it was a lot better the first time we did these, I must admit. This one been a little bit poor. Oh, actually, that might help us. There we go, we're on the next lot. But we've only got 20 seconds left. Don't think we're going to get a massive amount of points from this. We may have to redo this one. Just because of how low our points are going to be. If you want the maximum rewards. If we get max, then it's not an issue. But I've got a feeling it's going to be low, our points. We're out of time. Not sure. 3,000 may be enough. We'll have to check. On Nokia. Yeah, I remember playing games like that. Similar. Okay, let's see where we are with the rewards. So, number 2. We got all but 1. We didn't get 4,500 for that last rewards. Okay, let's claim all these for a second. So we usually don't want to gain. If we want the max rewards, we need 4,500 points. Okay, 4,500 points is what we're aiming for. On the unending refinement. We weren't far off, it was about 1,500 away. To be fair, I knew I was doing badly by some of the misses and things. Same team, I think team is fine. I think we can do it. Let's swap to Barbara. It just took us a long time to get the ones in the corner, and I think that's obviously the downside. Those little errors do matter. That's made a difference. Using Ganyu, that's made a massive difference there. Ah, I missed the ball. But yeah, Ganyu did change the whole of that one there, so that made a big difference. We need to get it to go more across if we can. Just trying to get that directional change where possible. Yeah, that was a decent hit. They're definitely doing better this time. Nearly changed my mind on what ball to go for there. I mean, we need 4,500 points if we want max rewards. And this is where it messed us up last time, was there were small ones to do and I just couldn't get the angles right. I may have made that mistake again. Get the merit though. Need a decent bounce here. No. The bounce, I'm just not doing very well, I think, with some of these angles for some reason. I didn't realise I could press R1 to get across. I never tried that before. We've got a pretty good combo. It's just the angles. I don't know why I'm struggling with them, to be fair. Oh, I missed it. Kind of missed it on purpose in a way. I needed to reset to get a better angle. But in doing so, I did lose the combo. We're going to run out of time as well. I don't think we're over 4,500, are we? We're going miles away from 4,500. Losing the combo may have been a bad idea there, to be fair. Yeah. What are we ending with? 2. Yeah, not a good. Trying to have it again. We want max rewards. You don't want to ever not have max rewards, do you? I made some mistakes again for the later ones. I just couldn't get the angles right. Although we've done a decent amount at the start of this one. A few good hits in there. I know them ones are just bouncing off. I need to get it more left, I think. Need to go around the back if I can. No. Okay, when that comes back down, I'm going to try and get it more over that way. This is where I'm struggling, I think, is the angle. I'm trying to slice it if possible, just to get that angle change. That wasn't too bad. I missed the merit though there. Again, I think we're taking too long to get past this first stage. Which is obviously going against us for max points. That's the problem. 4,500 is what we need. Big combo does help with that, actually. Gave up the merit there to get the ball. I think we're doing okay. Give up another ball there. Ah, missed the ball. Again, I don't know if we're going to do it. We've got a decent combo, but I don't think we're going to get a decent amount of points again. Just because we haven't completed this side of the level. That's the thing. I'll catch up with your comment in a second, Dennis. I just don't want to miss the ball. Ah, I missed it. Messed up the combo. We're out of time anyway. I think we're not going to get anywhere near what we need points-wise. No. Really hope this hard work and putting no content pays off and we get my music out. Dennis, I hate to break it to you, but people can put in 5-10 years worth of hard work on YouTube and Twitch and get nowhere. Nothing's guaranteed, unfortunately, but over time, you know, you can use it to help you make your music and get your music to be more known. So there is that side of it. But yeah, there's no guarantees. I know people that have put in hours and hours and have got nowhere. I think a lot of it is luck as well. You know, you got to think, how lucky was I to get that shout out? And without that, would we be as where we are now? I don't know if we would, to be honest. That's the thing. But yeah, you can put all this effort in and get nowhere, Dennis. That's the thing. This is why I say ignore the numbers, because if you worry about them too early, you'll only get upset when it doesn't work. What doesn't work out. That's the reason I say ignore the numbers, because it's so easy to get carried away with numbers that you don't really focus on what the important parts are, if that makes sense. But yeah, I know people that have streamed on Twitch for 5 years and they never have anyone in chat or anything, but they still do it because they did it because they enjoyed it, and that's why they still do it. But yeah, you've got to accept the fact that it may never go anywhere. I think that's part of the whole journey as well. Oh, I missed it. Right, are we doing better in terms of getting max score on this one? Maybe. Definitely need the more balls. I think that does make a difference here. Need to swipe that if I can. I lost the thing at the wrong time there. I got it though. That was a perfect one. Right, we should get a lot better score now, because we've gone to the second part. Got the merit there. Still got the combo going. We could be on the top for the max score for the max rewards anyway. Ah, there's one block. Go and hit it. Yes. Right, combo's still going strong. Got the merit as well. We should be easily there now. We're nearly at 4,000 points. We need 4.5 for max rewards. I think we're going to have it. Don't want to speak too soon and mess it up. Yes, there we go. What do we get? 4.5? Yes, 4932. Perfect. Yeah, you've got to. If you're not having fun, it's pointless. To be fair, you've got to enjoy it. Otherwise, you'll end up resenting all the time you put into it. If nothing ever comes of it. Right, we got the max score, which is what we wanted. So we can claim those rewards now. Now we need to do the ice in the Mizo. Is the next one to do. So ice in the Mizo is the next one down. We'll do it on Playful Leisure first because you need to do it on both. So this one first. What do we got? Water, ice, fire. One of each kind of type I think works really well. Haven't got electro, but I don't think that's going to matter. That should be fine. And we'll do the same. The Replicating Collider and the Shatter Prize I think works quite well. Let's go into it. But yeah, you've got to enjoy it, otherwise you will resent. You'll resent it if nothing ever comes of it. But this is why I always say ignore the numbers, because if that's your focus, I think you'll end up being disappointed and disillusioned too easily. Okay. Bennett's actually doing alright with the pyro on this one. So I don't think there's any real reason to change. I missed the ball, which means we lost their combo. I've got the merit points there rather than the combos keep going. But this one is just until we clear all the blocks on however many levels there are. But we still need a decent amount of points here for the max rewards. Decent hit there. We're going to get one on the back? No, we're not. Right, we can shoot a few though now, which will help. There we go. Double balls again. Missed it. They bounce off the top there. Should come back down. Hit one there. Just the one, unfortunately. I was hoping for more. Ah, missed the ball. That's combo gone. Feel I've missed too many balls. We may not get the max rewards out of this one. Have to redo. Don't know what points we need, to be fair, for this one for max rewards. I should have checked. We're doing okay. Could be better. Okay, next one. I'm still doing okay on points, to be fair. I keep thinking I've messed up, but actually it might be alright. It's always a bit hard to tell, I think, if points you are doing well with points or not on this. Took 125 points instead of the ball. I think that's a good one to have done. Especially when we had 3 balls in play. Okay, we got firing, so that should help here. Right, we've got one to do. Come on, hit that last one. Just got to get the angle. There we go. Now, I don't know if we scored enough. It's 4,000. I would expect that to be enough for max rewards. Let's have a look and find out. We still need to do the other one. We'll have a look at that in a second. So, this one here. Claim that one. And claim this one. We've got an unending Mizo to do, and we need 4,500 for that one. So we need to do the next one, but we need 4,500 for max rewards. I'm ignoring Shatter Dark for the minute. Okay, so this ice one, but this time unending refinement, and we need 4,500 points. I think it's easy. I think it's doable, to be fair. I do panic sometimes when I think, oh, I've messed up, but actually, I think it'll be fine. Right, I think we'll stick with what we're using. So the multi-balls, the Shatter Price works really well, and the speed I think works well. I don't want to, yeah, we could have fireworks and stuff, but these ones have worked for us to get the scores we've been getting, so I think we'll keep with them. Let's give another go. We'll start with Bennett and see how he goes, and obviously if he struggles, then we'll have to change ball type. Need that in the middle, just and stay in the middle really. Oh, I missed the ball. That's not good. I wanted it in the middle just to bounce around for a while, and it kind of came back a bit earlier than I was expecting there. So it doesn't mean we lost their combo, but it was very early on. We should be okay. Just the 4,500 points we need in the time limit. Don't know whether I should be changing. Let's try a Beidou. I want that reaction. So that ball getting stuck up the top there is a good thing, because that takes a lot out without the ball having to come back. So yeah, the longer it stays up there just hitting blocks, the better it is for us, I think. Right, change it to Electro. Big reaction there. That was ideal. Need some more reactions like that, really. Yeah, decent reactions there. We've got one to hit over there, though. Just missed it. No, we got it. That was decent. That should be a decent amount of points, I think, in total. I'm going to lose the 2 balls for that 125 points. Which may have been a mistake. It may have been better to keep the balls going. But I lost my combo there. The aim is 4,500 points, which is a lot. So the combo does help with that. Right, we're on to the next one. We're at 3,000 points currently with 40 seconds to go. And a good combo. If we can keep that combo, I think we're okay. In terms of points. Oh, double ball there. That makes a big difference points-wise. I'm going to lose 1 ball on purpose there. I want to make sure we got the extra points as well. Yeah, I think we're on for max rewards. Yeah, we're already at 4,500 points. We're guaranteed max rewards now. Seven seconds left. We're already over the max reward points. We've got 5,000. We needed 4,000. And now we just... There we go. Well, I have found, you know, a lot of people come from you. Oh yeah, it's you go up and down, that's the thing. To do my vids as real as possible, not much. People don't go... I don't know, I've never... I wouldn't... I put lots of effort into mine, but I wouldn't say... I've never been accused of cheating, to be fair. 6,675 points. I think you've just got to find your own way of doing things, and once you've got your style, stick to it, essentially. So max rewards there, decent Prima Gems as well, and tickets. So Currents of Life is the next quest, but I'm pretty sure that's the Gibbering Grumbler. Gibbering Grumbler, if I get out. We've got the Deranged Decrepit Duelist to do next. But we've got to head over there to do it, haven't we? There is another one here, I'm pretty sure. That is unlocked because the... No, it hasn't. So Dango Sweetness isn't done. So we've done all of these with max rewards. So the next one is that weird one, which is down here, if I remember correctly. Is it down there? That's not what I want to do. I want to go to the Shatterdark challenge while we're waiting. Ah, that's why. I'm selecting the wrong thing. Shatterdark is where I want to go to. We'll do the Shatterdark one next. Thanks for the line, appreciate. Sam, good evening. How are you? Okay. Shatterdark. This one wasn't too bad last time. If you don't remember it, it was a case of you've got a boss whilst doing the other thing to get a decent score. This time we have a new one. Okay. Fire by looks of it. The opponent possesses mastery over the sword and lightning fast reactions, capable of sending your skill balls right back at you in a blink of an eye. Okay. It's all types. I think our team, with each having a different element, works fairly well. Modifiers, the ones we use all the time now, I think. So Replicating Collider, the Shatter Prize, and the Speed work really well. Yeah, I hope you're well, Sam. Okay, let's give this a go. If we can get this max rewards first time, bonus. I didn't look at what it needs to be. So when the boss brick deranged decrepit duelist is struck by the skill ball, it will enter a defensive state. Upon impacting the main body of the ranged decrepit duelist, the skill ball will be reflected at accelerated velocity. You trying to do the Abyss, are you? I don't really do the Abyss very often, to be fair. Yeah, well, I'm just trying to get the event done, to be honest. I should have done it sooner, but I haven't had a chance to do a stream that much this week because of the holidays and stuff, so trying to play catch up. We've got just under an hour left. I was hoping to get this done and maybe do a bit of TCG, but it's not happened as of yet. But yeah, we don't really do much of the Abyss, to be fair. I need to go back and do more in it, really. After the skill ball hits a brick and causes the vaporized reaction, the steaming effect will be triggered, dealing higher damage. Okay, so fire and water is a good thing. Melt reaction, higher damage. After AR-45 and farming artifacts. Yeah, see, I've not done that. It's probably something I should really look more into, to be fair. I've done a bit of it. I can't remember where I've got to. But we are over AR-45 now. But I probably do need to head back at some point and give another go. Okay, we need to hit him and then not hit him again. Because while he's in the defensive state, he will accelerate the ball coming back at us, to be fair. I'm going to change to Ganyu for a minute. Okay. Is he still defensive? He's just changed the types of blocks. We've got another hit in though. I was more worried about him throwing the ball back at an accelerated rate, like Ben, to be fair, but we're okay. Missed the ball there. We've got 10 minutes to try and defeat him. I don't even know if our score matters on this one. Or if it's more about just defeating him. I can't. Oh, I've missed the ball. Just lost combo because of that. But we've got a hit in at least. Okay. While he's got a shield, I don't really want to hit him too much. I want to get rid of this. More of these blocks, ideally. Got a nice hit on him there. Double balls again. More than one ball is definitely useful. We'll change back to Bennett for a second. Trying to get rid of some of these. That works quite well actually. His changed back to fire just as I changed, to be fair. Okay, we're doing damage though. Let's change to Barbara for a second. Because obviously we know he's changed some of the blocks. Decent hits there. Okay, now he's changed them. That's what he tends to do once we change element. Bennett. Have a couple of hits in on him there. Don't want to hit him on defensive state if I can avoid it though. Okay. Just managed to save that there. I had missed him essentially. Missed two of the balls, but we managed to get the third to keep us in the game. I can shoot now as well, which is helpful. Bit of damage in on him. Okay, we need to get him straight ahead currently. Seven minutes. I'm hoping we've got max rewards. Should just catch the outside edge. That's what I was hoping for, the outside edge there. Then to defensive state. So this is where we don't really want to hit him if we can avoid it. Because that defensive state will speed the ball back at us. Like it just did. Right, I need to keep it on where the ball is and get a few shots in on him as well. So close there. Right, we've got a few shots on him. I think he's still in defensive state, so I don't really want to hit him at the minute. But no, I think it was okay. Then again, it was nearly got him done. We've nearly done this one. I'm not sure where we are with points though. There we go. The range decrepit is done. Alright, going Teddy. Yeah, we'll do Dennis. I don't want to get on very often, to be fair. You think I'm getting a 2DS now, so I can play Pokemon X, Y, Moon, and Sun. That's not a bad shout, to be fair. I need to have a proper look at prices and stuff, and have a proper look into it, I think. Okay. Let's see if we got the full rewards for the Shatter Dark. I think we did. We defeated the deranged decrepit duelist. We did a 50 combo. We did 1,500 points, 3,000, and 4,500 points. So that is max rewards done. Legendary pastime we need to unlock next, which is the one we're going to. But so far so good, max rewards. So this quest, I didn't want to do that. I've just taken the quest off. So we've got one thing to do on this chest now. And that, this quest, get my words out, and that is this last part, which will open the last bits of those, and then we're done, I believe. CEX is one for 60 quid. It's not a bad price, to be fair. The game itself isn't too bad a price for the red and for the originals. I'm surprised you can't just get an emulator for your PC, to be fair, Teddy. I know it wouldn't be the same, but I don't know.
Traveler, Paimon, please let me be your partner for the final round of the test of courage.
Oh, for the DS, yeah, 60 for the DS itself.
I'd like your
Still
assistance
not bad price.
with this investigation, since you two are the only ones who have seen the alleged ghost.
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
There might be good emulators that would be better for. I'm not sure. I say I don't have a decent PC to look at to try them. That's the thing. Follow me. Do you have any ideas so far, Haizu?
I have a few theories, but
this is the last part of the event.
We've
got one more quest to do,
investigate first,
and then the game's a game, and that's all rewards match.
Sure. Where would you like to start?
So we should get the event finished this evening. We've got about 45 minutes left, so we should get it done, hopefully.
You encountered the ghost there and passed out. I believe
no
there
worries.
may still be some clues
Teddy, no worries.
Do we really have to go there? What if we're walking into a trap?
Are you worried that she'll be waiting for us? If anything, that would make things easier.
It would make things easier if she was already there.
My
if you're looking for her.
Is that we won't be able to find her. Honestly, it'd save me a lot of trouble if she were to show up on her own.
Wow, Hazel, you're fearless.
The more cases you see, the less afraid you become. Let's go.
Okay, let's head out. Try and find her. The Currents of Life, Part 3 has now started. And we're going to go where we first met the mysterious woman. She's just over here by the tree.
This should be approximately where you first encountered the ghost. Of course, we cannot conclude whether the woman is actually a ghost or not at this point, but I'd like to go over everything that happened again.
You sent me a friend request on Genshin. In Genshin. I'll have a look on it in a second.
Let Paimon think.
It doesn't notify you, does it? That's the weird thing. You have to manually go and check. But as soon as I go on there and do it, I'll accept it, Sam.
Paimon doesn't want to remember that moment. Paimon's shivering just thinking about it.
And then what happened?
Then, everything seemed to get darker, and Paimon started to feel dizzy. There were ghostly flames flickering all around, and Paimon saw some sort of black mist surrounding the ghost, and then Paimon passed out.
Based on your account, it does really seem like you've seen a ghost.
Exactly! So are you convinced was a ghost now?
It's possible, but I'm more interested in what she's actually trying to achieve than what she is. Even if she is a ghost, as long as she possesses some sense of reason, then there must be some purpose behind her actions.
Yeah, it should, something should pop up, shouldn't it? Say you've got a new friend request. It never does. People have popped in stream and said, oh, by the way, I've sent you one. I do tend to have a look every now and then as well, to be fair.
You think so?
Think about it. If I had the ability to take your souls, then why go to the trouble of warning you over and over again? Besides, a ghost wouldn't have allowed you to walk away knowing about the secret of its powers.
He's got a point.
That does make sense. Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that?
Because you're always too scared to think straight.
I believe there are only two possibilities. The first is that she wanted to reap your souls, but there was some condition that had to be met. You know, like what we usually call a curse. But if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have noticed it by now. So, this is the less likely scenario. I believe she was just trying to scare you away.
But why would she want to scare us away? Oh, Paimon knows!
What does Paimon know?
She was trying to get us to quit so she could claim the Test of Courage prizes!
I don't think that's the right answer, to be fair. Was you registered as a contestant?
Oh! Probably not. So why does she want to scare us?
There's obviously something here she doesn't want people to come across, I would guess.
Based solely on your account, I don't believe she actually meant any harm. She just didn't want you to stay here.
Just wanted us to move on.
This evidence alone is insufficient to make any valid assumptions. She could very well be guarding some treasure or covering up a crime. Though, my intuition is telling me that neither of these hypotheses are correct. Let's continue investigating the surrounding area.
Okay, what have we got to look for? Look for clues in the area. Okay, it's actually taking us to lower. Okay, the clue's actually there. They're behind us, so we didn't see originally. There are some footprints visible on the ground. However, upon closer inspection, they seem to belong to Heizu and myself. Could that woman really be a ghost? It's one clue done. And I've looked all around, I haven't found any clues. Looking up, there are a few branches that have been bent slightly downward. There's something heavier being hanging from them. Right, back to Heizu to tell him what we found.
Have you found any?
You're making your brother do everything. You're doing Pokemon Platinum. I know some branches seemed a little unusual.
Yeah, some tree branches seem like they were bent by something.
I think they should just remaster all the original games for the Switch.
I see.
That'd make my day.
After you left, I took a good look around the area. Aside from the bent branches, there are burn marks in some places, but that doesn't really tell us much. If only there was some more.
I don't think Nintendo really does
evidence.
remaster, so does it generally?
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's you guys! What are you all doing here?
We heard you were out searching for clues, and we wanted to help.
Oh, that's really brave of you.
Actually, we're also really unsure about what's happening here. We just asked the members of Mr. Ito's gang about what happened to them, and it sounded really scary. That lady is either a nasty, evil spirit or a formidable yokai. Either way, it's not good. But we still want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival. Uh-huh.
We long admired the friendship between Lord Kamai and the samurai, which is why we want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival, to return the favor we once received from the humans. Even though our powers are limited, we don't want this bond of friendship to vanish. The Mikawa Flower Festival is meant to be enjoyable for everyone.
Thanks for the like, all much
Forest
appreciated.
covers a large area, so it'd be great to have more help in the investigation. Welcome
Certainly
to the
would
team.
save us running around
Let's
as
all
much.
do our best to figure out what's going on.
Don't worry, we're very familiar with the area. We won't miss any clues.
Okay, investigate the little yukai's findings. What have they found?
Huh? What is it?
I can't see it, so I don't know what it is.
Cloth? I've never seen fabric like this before.
This is a piece of shade cloth.
Shade cloth?
Yeah, it can effectively block out light and is used in a variety of settings, including stage performances.
Okay.
There's a rough tear in the cloth, probably caused by a sharp stone, or maybe some branches.
We saw the branches bending downwards.
Suppose that a large shade cloth was originally hung from a tree, bending the branches.
Which we saw.
When the shade cloth was removed from the tree, perhaps one of the corners caught and the branches ripped it, causing a small piece of black cloth to fall into the river. Either she didn't care, or she was in too great a hurry. Perhaps she had other things to handle at the time.
But why would she hang shade cloth in the trees?
I'm only speculating, but maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you experienced.
What do you mean?
Let's not worry about that for now. There's still many variables I haven't deduced yet. Next, I'd like to investigate the place where the Arataki gang encountered her. Do you know how to get there?
Oh, I know the way. I asked the gang members where their encounter with the ghost happened when we were chatting earlier. I'll take you there.
Good. Please lead the way.
Assuming we're heading there as well.
Let's go find out what's going on.
So is it a ghost or is it something else? That's the question. Just over here.
This is the place.
Wasn't that far to go, really, was it?
As
That's
they
the thing.
passed through here, the area suddenly grew dark, and some ghostly flames appeared out of nowhere.
Huh. What a coincidence. We saw the very same thing.
Let's start by taking a look around the area, just as we did before.
So we're looking for clues again, I'm assuming. No, we need to speak to the kids instead.
I found some sort of smashed ball under the tree. The inside of it looks like it was blackened by smoke, and it smells like fireworks.
You've only ever spent £25 on 2 battle passes and one. Oh really? Actually, I refuse to spend money on games once you bought it. Although I know this was free, obviously. The original plan when we started playing this is because the subscribers. Oh, you sent a friend request. I'm just literally just because you told me, I've just remembered. Some of our subscribers suggested playing this on stream, and we gave it a go.
Judging from the burn marks
And
left on the
thoroughly
scene,
enjoyed it.
the ghostly flames
But
you
a part of me
saw were
wanted to
not
see how
created
far
by
you
yokai
could go
power.
without spending any money, because a lot of gacha games
Appear to
lock
have
you
been
out.
caused by something
And you get to a
flammable.
point, and then without spending,
not
it's
sure
just
what,
such a
though.
long grind. And I hate grinding. But so far, I haven't really encountered an issue in terms of having to spend money to progress.
At these stones.
Which
I
is
picked them up
one
and
it's
sniffed
probably
it to
one
see
of
what
the
it
best
is.
gacha games I've
It
ever
made
played.
me really dizzy. Ugh. I'm so tired.
That's a Spiral Abyss, is it? This recently won an award, didn't it, for best ongoing game at the recent award ceremony as well.
And she didn't have the time to completely hide the traces.
Still going strong after all this
believe we're
time as well.
closing
We only
in
got
on the
into it
truth
recently. That's the thing. I say
I'm
recently.
almost certain
Probably
that
over a
the
year
woman
ago
you
now.
encountered was not a ghost. She possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely scaring people with some small props she had set up ahead of time.
Best game on mobile and PlayStation. Yeah, I won a few, I think, didn't it, recently? But one of them was the best ongoing game, I think it was. It's the fact they've just supported it for
First
so
and
well
foremost, the test
over
of
so
courage
much,
contributed to the
over so much
unsettling
time.
atmosphere here.
I
You
really
were
enjoy the
initially
events where you get
frightened by
like
your
a
first
cut
encounter with
scene to
these three
introduce it and
yokai,
stuff.
and
The
then
effort they
shortly
put into the
after,
events
you
is
ran
incredible.
into the mysterious woman. It was natural for you to be on edge. Because you were already tensed up, you were breathing more rapidly and inhaled a lot of sleeping powder that she had sprinkled around the area. That is what caused you to feel dizzy. That's when she pulled down the shade
Valoran
cloth
got it,
and
the
lit
best
those
PC.
so-called ghostly
Okay.
flames, creating a terrifying scene. That's the most likely explanation anyway.
So it
I
was
think this
all
is the
just
game
a
that we
show?
stream regularly.
She
That
tricked us.
I find the most
There
relaxing.
is, however, still one loose end.
However, a main ongoing live stream game is God of War Ragnarok, and we're still working on the plan for God of War 4 in evening
by
streams.
just a few small props.
But you can't relax playing them, I don't
Possesses
find.
such powers,
Whereas this, you can
why
just
bother
chill out.
with the theatrics?
But I think the music helps with that as well.
Paimon can't wrap her head around all this.
There's so much more we haven't done yet within the game
To
itself.
scare people in the forest, but she can use strange powers on the beach. Huh, I see. I think I've figured it out.
You figured it out? What is it?
That was fast.
If we rule out the potential of organized crime, then only one possibility remains.
There's a ghost.
I know who the woman is. Let's go to the beach.
We're heading to the beach.
We'll come along too.
No. You should go back and tell the others not to be afraid and not waste their time searching the forest. The truth has surfaced. It's time to put an end to all the unnecessary panic and await the outcome of the test of courage.
Okay, but please be careful.
Sam, what did you think of the new TCG mode that's been
If
added?
you run into any danger, simply call out our names. We'll be able to hear you.
There shouldn't be any danger now, but thank you anyway. Let's go.
So we're heading to the beach to hopefully
Let's search along the
solve
cliffside.
the mystery.
If I'm not mistaken, there should be a chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
Chunk of earth unlike the others is potentially what we're looking for. It showed up, so that was easy to spot. I wouldn't have spied otherwise. You love it, do you? I've played the Pokemon with my son for years, so I do find them interesting. The strategy side of it. We haven't done enough of it yet to really get to grips with it, but we've done a bit when it first released.
I thought you were a yokai like the
But I
others,
need to
but
do
they
some more
said
with it,
they'd never
really.
seen you before. So,
My concern is,
and why did you try to scare us?
should it be in the game or should it be separate to the game?
already warned you never to speak to me.
Because there are going to be long-term players that have started playing from the beginning. Are they going to bother with it? You're going to go grab your keyking card here.
Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's
Yeah, we need to spend some time. I think we finished.
Don't move.
Being an official player was the last bit we did, and we just have because every time there's an event, that's kind of the focus with the Prima Gems. I do need to go back because you can get some decent Prima Gems on it as well.
Huh? How did you know?
You're a yokai that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body. When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use some yokai power, but that ability weakens as it moves further away. And if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that originated from it will likewise perish. Should I refer to you as a Hagoita spirit or Tsukumogami?
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda Chizuru. That is the name I go by now.
Chizuru, why do you want us to leave?
Oh yeah, no, I know it's going to be here forever. Yes, yeah, I know it's a permanent mode.
You're a yokai. You should understand
So there's no
why
rush.
the other yokai
But I want to do more
interact
because
with humans.
I like the game mode, to be fair.
Besides, we had a great time playing Akitsu Yugen together, didn't we? Just like the story of Kamai and the samurai.
We won't be streaming Biomutant, I don't think, Dennis, because we've got... Because the way it's looking, from the votes we've done previously for live stream game, Ragnarok, Marvel Midnight Suns, and then Harry Potter on release is the current plan.
I'm sure the yokai have already
So the only way I can do it is
told
episodic
you
once we finish
story
Final
about
Fantasy
Kamai
VII,
befriending the samurai.
Watch Dogs Legion,
they
which
don't
hasn't started officially on the
actually
channel
know
yet.
the entire story.
Yeah, one of them needs to finish before we can start it, essentially.
The samurai was
We shall
about
see.
25 years old.
Yeah, I
when
want
they
to play it,
met
I
at
just
the
think it'll be a while.
They met again 10 years later and remained friends.
But yeah, I just want to play because I enjoyed it
Together
that we did.
drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other, but 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin.
Nice.
Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then...
That looks like your dad.
Akitsu Hazara.
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his Agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades it turned into regret. Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed, but his dear friend in front of him had grown old. The joys of friendship gradually gave way to the pain of regret. People often say that those outside the situation can see things more clearly, and I learned a harsh truth after witnessing all of it. Everything that people come to regret is inevitably set in motion from the beginning. We yokai are different from humans. We have longer lifespans and different natures, but we share the same world. We interact with one another. We are drawn to one another, and will eventually part ways. When the dream ends, all that is left are
mod doesn't affect the voting, Dennis.
and lingering pain.
You can still vote.
Even
But as I say, that's the
a
current plan.
seasoned
Ragnarok,
yokai like Kamai
Midnight Suns,
felt sadness when it
Harry
was
Potter.
time to say goodbye.
So there won't be a vote on the live stream game for a little while because we've got those
Pure
three to do.
and kind little yokai would feel.
But yeah, don't worry about voting. Vote away, Dennis. It's all good.
I was hiding on this beach, waiting for the last of my days. But those three yokai came and set up the Akitsu Yugen here, which woke me from my slumber. I didn't want them to approach humans with unbridled optimism and enthusiasm just because they'd heard the legend of Kamai and the samurai. That would simply be repeating the same mistake.
Is that why you pretended to be a ghost? To scare all the people away from here? Oh, so you must be the one who trapped that guy on the beach. That was a little bit harsh, don't you think?
My power has become pretty weak now, and most of the time I just use some props I've collected to scare people. I can't show myself when there are a lot of people around. But that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsu Yugen and sell them for a profit. That's why I used my yokai power, to teach him a lesson.
Ah, so that's what happened. You have a strong sense of justice. By the way, how did you know the rest of the story about Kamai and the samurai?
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I've already figured it out.
She was
Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Oh, she was the goiter. I wasn't going to say that, to be fair.
Oh, wait! So that means she's...
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazara hundreds of years ago. You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest to witness their story.
Oh, wow.
Even with the yokai powers
Even
blessing,
things like these, the events,
Hagoita
they
have
put so
started to
much
rot
effort in.
away
That
after
really
hundreds
amazes
of
me.
years. You can't sustain yourself, so you were forced to rely on props to scare people. And if my theory is correct, this pair of Hagoita is also the item we need to find for the third round of the test of courage.
Excellent work. You figured it all out. Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the third round of the test of courage.
There we go. Yay, Miko.
Miko? And the Shrine Maiden? Paimon thought you went missing.
I apologize for causing
Yeah,
you
the current
concern.
vote's for
It was actually
New Year's
Lady
Eve
Yai's
stream, isn't it?
idea.
And I think Ragnarok's winning that one as well. It's just an evening stream that's going to
what
cross
did you
over
think?
into
Were you
New Year's
scared?
Day, so we can see in the new year. It's
Fear
not
is induced by
basically an hour
uncertainty.
more than normal
The
for
more
an evening stream.
chaotic the situation, the better. Having the event staff also mysteriously vanish only added to the uncertainty. I must say, I think this test of courage truly lived up to its name.
So you're the one responsible for all the scary stuff.
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has ended and that we
think
have
we
a
won.
winner.
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not exactly a serious crime, but it can't go unpunished. I'll see you two later.
Well, Haizu definitely helped us figure out what was going on.
Did you choose the Hagoita for the third round of the test of courage because you already knew about Chizuru?
Miko, Lady Yae, you're...
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura. That was when I saw you. You didn't have a human form at the time and possessed only the earliest traces of sentience.
I remember now. You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
I went for a stroll on the beach some time ago and sensed a familiar yokai power. Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting in a tree, gazing at the tourists below. I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh? When was that? I didn't notice you at all.
With your powers being so diminished, it was only natural that you didn't notice me. You must have been blaming yourself all this time. You knew Kamai and the samurai became friends as a result of Akitsu Hazura, a game connected to your existence.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like this. I had only a hazy sense of the outer world. After they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival, I felt proud to know that I had left a mark on their story. But after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sighing to himself. I couldn't help but hide, because I blamed myself. When I woke up again, the world had changed.
It's definitely a bit of a sad story, isn't it?
You are a well-known yokai. You must know many more things than I do. So I have a question for you. People meet, become friends, and then go their separate ways. After such a short time, they leave only regret and sadness in their wake. Is it really worthwhile for us yokai to interact with humans?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel when you played Akitsu
You got your
Yugen
check-in
with the
card, nice.
Traveler?
I felt happy, but...
But your rationality told you that it was wrong, didn't it? It turns out that there is still another piece to the story of Kamai and the samurai that you are missing.
What do you mean? The samurai and Kamai never met again.
True, but the story doesn't end there. That samurai's name was Yanagibashi Takuto, who also happens to be the founder of the Soran Ishin art. It is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the third-generation heir of the Soran Ishin art, Tominaga Masanari. 500 years ago, Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments.
and the sword Tominaga wielded was passed down from Yanagibashi. The regret Kamai once felt had finally been resolved.
Oh. I never knew.
We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and the day will inevitably come when we must say goodbye. However, the bond formed by friendship will not be broken, but rather carried on in a new form. There's no reason to be upset by this. Time flies by in an instant, and life passes by like a dream. So, you must be happy in the present. You should understand what I mean now.
Hey, compadres!
Look who it is.
Ito, what are you doing here?
He told me everything. And I also heard that you won the last round. I even know who the ghost lady is now. Anyway, I had a little discussion with the others, and, Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
Please just disregard my presence. Now, tell us what you discussed.
Ah, right. Alright, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa Flower Festival. I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai to hold the festival on their own. But with my help, it won't be a problem. That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in
I
charge
really do
of
like that
organizing
character.
the best Mikawa Flower Festival anyone's ever seen.
Just because how funny he is, I think.
Hooray for Ito!
Oh.
I don't think Miko's too impressed.
Can we really trust this guy with a festival?
Hey, what you trying to say? Besides, it won't just be me. Other people will help too. Even my bro Ayato is gonna be there. Everyone's busy getting ready, and the festival will be up and running in no time. It won't be long until you can all join the fun.
You're the best, Ito!
Sets at the festival, the Yukai and others. And this looks to be the festival.
And what would a festival be without me? I'll be sure to go have a look too. It has been some time since I've attended a festival. Fortunately, I brought sake with me.
Paimon's gotta admit, Ito does have his moments.
It does look like he did a good job, to be fair.
Count Paimon in!
Do you want to join us, Chizuru?
All right, I'll join. If you don't mind, that is.
Looks like the festival has started! Let's go check it out!
Okay, we need to enjoy the festival. All the games to play. Stalls over this way. With some of our partners who are part of the quest as well. There's the floating melons. Okay. I want to finish the quest so we can get the rewards from the side activities as well. Right, let's speak to Arataki Ito.
Ito and Goro! What are you two talking
Because we're
about?
rapidly running out of time, unfortunately, for tonight.
I was just saying that if I had more time, I'd have built a massive fishing pond here.
Fishing? You know, when I lived on Watatsumi Island, I used to just dive into the sea and catch fish with my bare hands.
As you do.
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near as fun as using a fishing rod.
That's something we need to do
Just
more
the
of,
other
is the
day,
fishing
I caught
as
a fish
well.
so big that I didn't even know how to handle it. I even wrote a letter to Yae Publishing House about it.
That's an unusual problem to have.
Huh? A big fish? How come you didn't tell us? Paimon could have helped you eat it!
Huh? You wrote a letter to Yae Publishing House?
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Hina for advice. She's so amazing. She got back to me really quickly, too.
Huh. What a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be? Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. I'm gonna get out there and catch an even bigger fish.
Can't help himself, can he? He's always got to
Just
compete.
you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Aw, the string snapped. I was so close. Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these water balloons with a string?
Don't worry. Let me show you a little trick. Just remember that your hand has to be quick.
Well, everyone's definitely seems to be enjoying themselves.
I've seen this game in some light novels before. Do you want to give it a shot? Close one eye, aim carefully, and fish it out quickly. Oh, it looks kind of tricky. Paimon will let the traveler try. You have to catch at least 3 water balloons since there's 3 of us.
I wonder if there's something we've actually got to do.
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
That's a good point. I don't think I've got to do it. I think it's going to do it for us. I'm guessing it's going to do it for us.
This ramen is so good.
Yes, it feels like it's been ages since the last time I had some.
You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's so delicious!
Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more bowls of ramen, please. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt, so I don't get to eat them very often.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka would put cake into hot pot.
Cake and hot pot.
Oh, please, no need to bring that up again.
Phew, I'm stuffed and feeling a little sleepy. I'm just gonna take a nap.
By the way, were there any special stalls at yokai festivals in the past?
Yes, but... well, it's a long story.
I'm pretty sure the event is ending. It's just how much there is before the end.
Paimon can't believe you couldn't get a single water balloon. You've gotten rusty. Chizuru managed to finally get one and gave it to Hitotsume Kozo.
He looked like he really wanted it.
But Paimon wanted one too.
All right, then I'll catch one for you next time.
Yay!
Okay, is that everything? So I'm conscious of the time left. We've got about 10 minutes left.
Now. This is way more expensive than
And
usual.
I've still got the other
Even
parts
if
of
it
the
is a
event to
festival,
finish.
you shouldn't hike up the prices this much.
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my prices to help cover the expenses, you know?
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off? Final offer.
Homer always trying to get a deal, isn't he?
It's so hot. Feels like I'm being roasted here.
Don't get too close. It's better to keep a few steps back.
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire. I want to get as close as I can to enjoy it.
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious. The festival has only just begun.
I was surprised that you didn't even tell your sister. It seems she was quite frightened, too.
It would have been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of time. Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared. Having a little fright is good to release any tension she might have accumulated lately.
A fright is good to relieve tension.
Everything went
Possibly.
according to plan. People started to panic as soon as they sensed that they had no idea what was happening. How amusing.
Yes, well done.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
Have you finished exploring the festival?
Just about.
Well then, are you having a good time?
Yeah, it's great!
The original Mikawa Flower Festival was much more lively, but even if you could attend the original, you probably wouldn't be as happy as you are now.
Mamiko.
Because it's always more fun to enjoy a festival with friends, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you.
Well then, I'm guessing you have something you want to say to him alone? We'll leave you in peace.
What did you want to say to us?
Ah, you saw through me again. I can't help but feel you somehow know everything.
We definitely don't
It's
know
not
everything.
that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Which didn't mean us.
Traveler, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk to you. Alone on the beach.
Not quite over then. Okay, alone on the beach. What we want to check is how much. 11 days. So even if we can't get the other bits of the quest finished, we have 11 days. So we should easily get them side bits done before the time runs out. So I'm just conscious of time this evening. You know, I'm running out
All right,
quickly.
here will do. Thank you for agreeing to come with me.
Don't mention it.
Actually, I was delighted when I first discovered that I could take on a human form. I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle of a festival. So naturally, I enjoyed the lively festival atmosphere. I wanted to go to more festivals, become friends with humans, and play Akitsu with them. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he set down the Hagoita, and the lonely Kamai sighing as he drank his sake. Then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human, would that person experience the same melancholy in the future? As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself I would not repeat that same mistake.
I understand what you mean.
I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I'm sure it must have scared you. I expected you to flee in terror. But when we met again, you acted like you had no trouble being around me. I knew you mistook me as one of the yokai. But instead of telling you the truth, I went and played Akitsu with you.
Why?
I'm not completely sure myself. Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamai and play Akitsu with humans. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to play with me. When we played Akitsu Paimon said the loser would have to grant the winner a wish. At the time, I wished for us to never cross paths again. However, you still came and found me. Meaning, you never granted my wish. So, can I make another wish?
Of course.
Let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have one wish, so I better make it count. Okay. Listen carefully. My wish is, I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
There we go, the Currents of Life is finished. We've only got a couple of minutes left. But that, I think, is the event done, bar the side things. Let's grab the Battle Pass awards for doing it. Let's increase the Battle Pass level as well. I didn't know how long this quest would take to finish, and it's taken the whole stream to be fair. But we still have some more things to do in it as well. So these are now unlocked. Leisurely pastime, Tricolor Dango Sweetness, and Elemento Jumbo are done. So we need to do those, and then also I think Shatter Dark. Oh, we're going to do the Elemental Jumbo to unlock the Shatter Dark. Time-wise, there's 11 days left on this event, so we should get it maximised before the end. We've only got a couple of minutes left. What I'm going to do is we'll do one of the side bits over here, and then we'll have to unfortunately call it a night, I'm afraid. But we'll do one of these just to finish us off. We know we're going to come back for more, but one won't take us more than a couple of minutes. So we've got this one here to do. Time limits 10 minutes, but it shouldn't take that long to be fair. So let's just chuck our characters in. For those that aren't aware, we are live tomorrow lunchtime, I think is what I should be saying. Let's try to that one. That'll do. We're going to be doing God of War Ragnarok as of tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, sorry. We are starting around midday, maybe a little earlier, and it looks like we'll be live for about 2.5 hours. It was going to be longer, but I've now found out that half isn't going to be out as long as she first thought she was going to be. So that is the plan for tomorrow morning, afternoon. We'll be live is 12 o'clock. I think it may be a little bit earlier than that, hopefully, if they end up leaving on time as well. So that is the plan for tomorrow, and that's our last live stream before Christmas as well. As we won't get another one in after that. We're actually having our Christmas a day early because my stepson's back from university for Christmas Eve. He's going to his dad's on Christmas Eve night, so we're actually having Christmas Day a day early, to be fair. Okay. Decent combo. Want to get the last of them ice ones out of the way, ideally. They're being a bit awkward, aren't they? Let's change to Ganyu. That's why I didn't want to change, but I wanted to see if we can get those ones done with the reaction. I didn't think we'd actually hit those ones over there. Okay, decent reactions. You know, I said this wouldn't take long. Okay, we need one more ice one to do, which is just there, to be fair. I think we got it. Yes, we did. Right, next one's fire can stay for this one. Or pyro, sorry, I mean. I say fire, I know it's pyro. Trying to get to kind of slide across there a little bit. Missed all of those of what I was trying to do with the angle. I don't know where we are points wise, how close we are to being max rewards. I would guess we're close. What do we get? 3,904, that may just be enough. We'll check first before we finish. Let's have a look. Dango Sweetness and Playful Leisure, 50 combo, and then just the unending we'll do next time. So that's some decent rewards again from that as well. We started the stream with just over 500 Prima Gems. We're ending it on 931. I don't know if we'll have enough for another 10 wishes before the banner changes. But if we don't, we'll just have to hold off for the new banner. I wanted it, Arataki Ito, but obviously we haven't had to wish luck, as we normally don't, to be honest. But there we go. It is what it is.
Good things come to those who don't.
Unfortunately, we are out of time for this evening. But we are, as I say, we're back tomorrow morning, afternoon. We've got to Ragnarok for 2.5 hours, something like that. and that'll be the last live stream this week because of the Christmas holidays. The schedule will go live on Sunday evening, later than normal because it's Christmas Day Sunday. But I do have a Christmas message for you all, 3 p.m. GMT Christmas Day. So keep a lookout for that. But if you can't join us tomorrow, have a good holiday. Hope everyone enjoys themselves, and hopefully we'll see you between the end of the holidays and New Year before we do our New Year's Eve stream as well. We've got another week of streams being a bit all over the place, and then we'll settle back down in January and go back to normal, to be fair. But enjoy the rest of your evening, your morning, your afternoon, wherever you are, and hopefully we'll see a few of you tomorrow morning / afternoon for God of War Ragnarok. As always, thanks for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We'll see you again soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.